Mr. Chairman, at this time, I'd like to yield 3 minutes to the gentlelady, Ms. Bono.
The gentlewoman from California is recognized for 3 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding me this time. Mr. Chairman, I rise today to offer my concerns regarding a provision that was not included in this legislation, yet it is of significant importance to all of Southern California. My concerns pertain to the importance of addressing the issues associated with the Salton Sea in Southern California, which is California's largest lake. This body of water is significant not only because of its role in becoming an economic engine for the future, but also because of the impacts that will be felt to our local economy and environment if action is not taken. In order to address the problems associated with the Salton Sea, I have worked to include monies within WRDA in prior congressional sessions. My goal is that monies can be included to fund pilot projects in my district that would begin the proper steps to restore the sea. To meet this need, yesterday I offered an amendment in the Rules Committee that would provide $26 million for the restoration projects. Unfortunately, today we do not have the chance to vote on this important funding. It is important to note that my amendment would have directly mirrored language that was included in the final version of the WRDA legislation in the 109th Congress, H.R. 2864. At that time, displaying the bipartisan nature of this proposal, both the chairman and the ranking member, and now Chairman Mr. Oberstar, agreed that this language was important and worthy of inclusion. The support of the Senate remains consistent with their approval in conference of this project last year and its recent inclusion in their WRDA legislation reported from the Environment and Public Works Committee just a few weeks ago. I am grateful that we have support from the other body on a Salton Sea provision. The time is right to act, as the state of California is on the verge of determining a plan that will permanently save the Salton Sea. The status quo, Mr. Chairman, is simply not an option. Massive yearly fish dies and the potential for the deterioration in local air quality due to blowing sediments are a very serious reality. These problems will likely only worsen in the future, depending on the actions the state of California and our federal government take. I now yield to the gentleman from Florida in the hopes of entering into a colloquy.
Well, thank you. And first of all, I know, Ms. Bono, that you have worked tirelessly on behalf of restoration of the Salton Sea project. Only through a technicality in our agreement for moving forward with this legislation has your Bono Salton Sea restoration provision been left from this bill. But you have my assurance that you'll have the top priority for consideration for the conference on something you've worked year after year and so hard for. So before this gets to the President's desk, you have my assurance that it'll be part of the President's bill if we have a bill.
Well, I thank the gentleman, and just wanted to reiterate that since my coming to Congress, I took over this issue actually for my late husband, Sonny Bono, and we did pass the Sonny Bono Memorial Act in 1998, and I thank the gentleman very much for his understanding of how important this is in Southern California's willingness to help me as we move forward in conference.
This gentleman would yield.
Yes.
I concur in the remarks of the distinguished ranking member, and we're committed to working together either in conference or subsequently to resolving this matter.
Gentlewoman's time has expired. Gentleman from Minnesota.
I yield a minute and a half.